Hello everyone, welcome to education lecture. In this video I'll be teaching you last few concepts of grammar which is given in your workbook. So if you're new to my channel, then subscribe my channel to get further new updates. And as I told in my previous video, I won't go too deeply to your grammar concepts because I know many will be knowing the basic grammar. So I don't want to make you still confused with whatever you're knowing. So I'll be telling you how to write, then the instructions I'll be giving you how you have to write each grammar part. That is each main or any concept. So here they have given report writing. So report writing, right? Don't get confused with report writing and reported speech. So report writing, I'll be telling about report writing. If you want to know about reported speech, then you can see in my previous video. If I do both together, you will get confused. So I have done separately. So report writing means they'll give you a graph. That is, it may be line graph, bar graph, or pie charts. So they'll give you a graph like this. So those who have your workbooks, you can see in that. Those who don't have can see in this video. So they'll give you few tips. That is few major points that you have to add it to your information. That is they'll give you like this information. Okay, you have to write a paragraph around 120 to 150 words. So they'll give you the title is the kind of information found on the graph. Key is additional information included in the graph. Scale tells us how or how much. So these are and all tips to write report writing. So here these and all they won't give. They'll give you a graph like this and they'll say you to write a report on it. So this graph shows the literacy rate in India after independence. So you have to compare each year and see how is the improvement in each year and how much it has improved. It has improved around 20% or 30% or it is decreased in each year. So you have to see that. Need not draw this in your answer booklet and waste your time. You have to just write the information seeing this graph. See, you have to write the given graph. Here they are given above bar graph. In your exam you can't write like that because it may be given below the question or above the question, but you are writing in an answer booklet, right? So you have to write the given bar graph or pie chart or line graph represents the literacy rate in India after independence. Okay, so you have to write like that. Then and so information I told you, right? You have to compare each and see how it has increased in so and so years, what are the development, yeah, if you have textbook you can just go through it. So the same here they have given, see, I'll just read out for you. So those who don't have workbook, spread over a duration of 60 years from 1951 to 2011. So they have given 60 years. You have to compare each year. That is, there is a difference of 10 years each. So in this 10 years, how much difference has occurred in the literacy rate? So the rate of literacy has attained steady growth from just 16.7% in 1951 to a considerable 74.04 in 2011. So first you will be writing a point, that is in 1951 or so and so year it was this much, and in this year it has increased. After writing this line, next you have to write what is the increase in each year, that is as can be ascertained from the graph in the initial years of independence, that is during the first 30 years the growth rate has been below 10%. So the years they are given, right? 1951, below that the literacy rate was that. So you have to put up your own points. So you have to write your own points and add up whatever is necessary, but you should not write the unnecessary points. You have to write the necessary according to the graph they have given. So there is a big leap in the 1980s as there is an all-time increase of 14%. The next decade had also witnessed a growth of about 13%. The rate had witnessed a fall in the next decade as it is less than 10%. The policies of the governments and their implementation might be the reason for the unsteady trend in the growth of literacy rate. So this will be your own point. if you are getting if you know the concept very well and you have an ideas about it, so surely you can write your own ideas, but the main content should be there. However, the overall growth is promising since it shows signs of crossing 75% in 2011. So many will be writing it was high in this year, it had become low, highest, least. So if you write those words also, no problem, I know, because in a hurry we won't get a suitable word for it. So I will say that do not repeat the same words. That is, you'll write, for example, 1951, it was highest. 1961, it was highest than 1951. Then again you'll write 1971 was the highest literacy rate than 1961. If you repeat the same, the teacher who is correcting your paper will think why he or she has repeated the same lines. So you should have some other words like it has raised, it has come down, it has decreased, increased, high, low. So use those words. The meaning is same but the words are different, right? So here like this they'll give the bar graph. So you can write the given graph also. No need to write bar graph. So given graph represents the results of the survey based on information how rural and urban women spend the hours of their day for some chosen activities on an average. So these they'll give bar graph and pie chart. The given pie chart represents or the given chart represents. You may not be knowing what to write your first line. That is here only they are given. See, the pie chart given below represents. So you should also write the given chart represents the results of a survey conducted by a non-profit NGO to understand how a rural family spends its income on various items. So there only have your first point to write in your report. And this is your line graph. Same way you have to write everything. So this is about your report writing. I would like to show few examples also. Yeah, this report writing. Need not draw this, just I am showing you. So you have to write like this only. The given graph or given bar graph shows the price of petrol and diesel in the months of November from year 2010 to 2014. In the year 2011, the price of petrol and diesel is greater. So you can use greater also there. So and so you have to write like that. Here also they are given same. So they will give you easy one only. Do not worry about it. So this is your report writing. Yeah, report writing. Yes, I forgot to show you that in my previous video. After your summary, right, they have given you a passage like this. Passage, and reading that passage, you have to write a summary. I will say you, they will not give you this question at all. Just it is given your workbook. I wanted to show you what it is given after the summary and let you know what is it about. So they won't give you 1% doubt, that is 99% they won't give you this question at all. 1% if you are, how is your luck, we don't know, right, how the the person who is making a question paper may give questions like. So just see, it is easy only. You have to read the passage and how you will understand the story. Like in a short, you have to write that. That's it. It is not a difficult part. Next we have job application. Sorry, you can see job application. So it is easy only letter. As I told in my previous video, in your first PUC you would have learnt leave letter, right? But in second PUC, full and fully you will get only job application. They won't ask you any questions about leave letter. So here you have to write your name, address. Means I am saying what does it resemble, but you have to not really write your name and address, as you know. So XXX, XYY, leave a line, then write the date. And I told, if you have any doubts still after I teach this letter also, you can see in my previous video I have separately uploaded a video on job application. I have told detailedly what you have to do in that. So just I will brief you out what you have to. So this date, right, as I told, in question they will give you a date. For example, I will show they have given here a question. So they have Where is it? Yeah, interested students may apply within 7 days, and they'll give you a date. They have not given in this question. They'll give you a date. Okay, you think today's date, and you are getting an in a newspaper. You are getting ad, as you know, right? In newspaper, you might have seen in a sheet or a separate page will be there for jobs, or in a corner they would have given about job applications, job available, so and so. This date it has come. So if you are taking today's newspaper and you are seeing what to say, today's date, this advertisement has come. So you are applying, they have told within 7 days. For example, within 7 days you have to apply your application. Then as I told, it is easy if you write, if today it has appeared, you write off next day only, instead of calculating which day is this, what day it will come. So write off the next day. So here they have given 4th February means in an example it would have come 3rd February. So you can write 4th February, it will be very easy, and do not write the month number, write the month name only. Fully you have to write, not write only Feb, you have to write February. So 4th February 2014 they have written, for example they have given. So next leave a line, then write to whom it has to be sent. So in question only they will have given to the, you should not write to, yes, you should not write to here. So the manager, the human resource department, or so and so, head officer or the professor, whoever it is. Then write the company's name, next the address, next the place where it is. Next leave a line, sir or madam, because we don't know write who may be that person, a sir or a madam. So write both also. Then leave a line again. Then subject, sub. For this and all you can write short, sub and reference. Sub is application for the post of junior assistant, or they may give you a lab assistant or an office manager, so and so, marketing manager, anything, or a trainee. These and all I have showed you in my previous video, that is a job application video. You can go and see if you want detail about it. Then reference, your advertisement in the New Indian Express or Times of India, the Hindu, whichever, the Deccan Herald, the newspaper they would have given in a question only, then the date would have been given. So this is same. See, every letter, this will be the same. Need not worry, do not leave 2 fingers place, or it should be stuck with your corner. Okay, that is, you will have a margin, right? It should be within your margin. Within means do not write within your margin. If this is your margin, write here. Do not leave one line, one finger place or something. So leave one line. Same, if you learn from now only, it is very easy. Till your board exam, you will just remember. It will be thorough. So in response to your advertisement mentioned above, I am applying for the post of junior assistant. I have passed my PUC. So they will ask you the qualification. They would have given in your question only. Qualification needed, they should be fluent in so and so language, they should have an experience, they should be passed SSLC or PUC or degree with first class. So I have passed my PUC with first class. I have taken a course of office management. I am fluent in both Kannada and English. If they give Hindi also, Hindi you write. And if they ask their computer knowledge, and write, and with computer knowledge, besides I have an experience of 2 years as junior assistant. Then leave again a line, I have enclosed my resume with this application, I hope it will meet your requirement. Then leave again a line, thank you, yours faithfully. Please do not write apostrophe s, it is a mistake and you will lose mark. And as I told in my previous video, there is no half mark. If you lose marks, straight away you will be losing 1 mark. So in XXX you have to write your signature. Next you have to write your resume. So resume is name, again XXX, father's name ABC, date of birth, that is as I told in my previous video, that if you are finishing a degree within 3 years and you are taking a 2 years of 2 years experience in an office, that is in another, you need a 2 year experience, right? So commonly you write of 2 years instead of writing 5 years, 6 years. No, you need not write like that. So if they for that 3 years degree means now will be around 23, and 2 years experience means 25. You should write the correct age 25. Then permanent address, that is YYY, nationality Indian, knowledge of language they have given in question, right? English and Kannada. They give Hindi, you write Hindi. Education qualification SSLC, PUC and degree. So name of the examination: SSLC, PUC, degree, board or university. SSLC and PUC is Karnataka board. So next degree is Bangalore University. Okay, so you have to write that correctly. Then year of passing. If you have they have given this question for 2014, right? So you have to do a little calculation. Need not worry. They'll give you the year corresponding to the year which you are writing your exam. They may give like that. So year of passing. So they have given 2014. So SSLC 5 years, from there 2 years, 7 years, right? So 2007 you have passed your SSLC. From there you have taken 2 years PUC, that is 2009. Again so you have to write 2007 for SSLC, 2009 for PUC, and for degree 3 years, right? So 2010, 11, 12. So 2012 degree you have finished 2012, and 2 years experience, right? That is you have written, right? So that is 2013, 14. Correctly it came, right? So 2014 you have written and you have calculated the number. You have to write the current year, and marks or percentage as you wish you can write. If you're not getting the marks in your real life also, do not worry. I know all my viewers should be very good in their education. Yeah, and you can write anything, 95% or 99%, anything you wish. You have to write on subjects, that is in SSLC whichever subject you have read, Maths, English, Social, or Kannada, English, whichever language you like. Then PUC, whichever course you have taken, that is science, commerce. You can write chemistry, physics, biology according to the job, right? Now they have given a junior assistant. It may be to a business. If they ask a lab assistant, you should write according to the subjects of science, that is chemistry, physics, biology, maths. Or if they are given according to commerce, you can write what is that, accounts, business, economics, stats. Or you have taken a BA course, means you can write history, sociology, anything. Okay, then your degree also, whichever course you have taken, you can write. Means correctly what you have taken, not according to the question what they have asked. Then the experience, you have to write detailedly. If you have an experience, as we wrote right years, 2012 to 2014, in an any company you like. You can write Adidas company, or Tulsidas company, or IT company, any company you wish, or a Panasonic company, Samsung company, any company you can write. You can write 2012 to 2014 in so and so company as a junior assistant. Other interest or hobbies, whichever interest you can write, like painting, dancing, singing, or taking tuitions for so and so classes at so and so time. Then place you have to write Y, and date you have to write the corresponding date which you are writing your letter. Don't get confused if some other comes and confuses also. At the date when you are writing the letter, that is not the date you are writing your exam. The question which date they have given, according to that you have to write the correct date. So that date you have to write over here, and your signature, XXX or whatever you want. So next is speech writing. The reason I explained you about letter writing so much is it is coming for 5 marks, and you make even a little mistake, they will cut 1 mark each. And here I forgot to say SSLC, PUC and degree. Degree, don't write up degree. If you are taking a BSc or BCom, according to that you have to write, or BA, anything. So speech writing, you know, right? Here you might have seen in many functions or in any fest that is conducted in your colleges, there will be a first introduction speech. Like that only, if you are anchor in your college, like in functions or fest, you have an experience of an anchor and you have made speeches, then it would be easy. For those who have no experience, do not worry. I know many will not get the opportunity and we are a little shy or anything. So you have to write, dear friends. If you are talking to your friends, that is, dear friends, it gives me great pleasure to speak to you about the library week. In question, whichever topic they have given, according to that you have to write. Need not worry, they will give you a choice. speech writing and letter writing. No. Speech writing and report writing they will give. So in this both you have to write. Most of them will write report writing only because the half of the information is given in the chart only. So according to that we can write. Those who have an own idea of writing speeches or whatever, they wish to be an anchor once and they thought about to speak so and so. So that and all you can write. According to the topic given to you. So I will show you an just example. So here they will give you like this an information. In a hurry I have written, I'm sorry. If you can understand it, so I am happy with that. So here they will give you information that is our main guest who is going to appear. She is the main guest and she has studied so and so and she is working as so and so, and they will give the information. So only commonly, as we know that our greetings will start with good morning or good afternoon whenever the speech is. So normally good morning, a warm welcome to everyone present here. I, Union President. So I'm sorry. So in question they will give you what you are. So that is you are a Union President or you are a cultural cultural president or whatever so and so, or you are the leader of your school, college. So you can write like that. I, Union President of I have written ABC college because any college it may be. Means for example I have written. I don't know whether such a college exists also. I'm sorry if it is there like that. So ABC College would like to introduce our chief guest, Miss Shanti Gaul. It gives me great pleasure having you as our chief guest on our college day. With a great pleasure, I would like to speak about Miss Shanti Gaul life's achievement. She did MA in History in Bangalore University and became an IAS in 1995 with the 20th rank in 1996 to 1998. In Mysore district, she was a collector from. So whatever information is read, they have given. Just I read out because you should know right how we have to write here. This one. So last you should write. If you want to do, you can just. I would like to call upon our chief guest, Miss Shanti Gaul, to speak few words about college day. Then you have to write. Of course, you have to write thank you because it is a very important thing. You have to just finish your greetings right in a correct format. So you have to write thank you. That also carries mark. So this is about speech writing. Next is dialogue writing. I know many will like to write dialogues. So here they would have given. I will directly show you the exercises. So dialogue means they would have given you dashes like this, blanks. So you have to write that, and this you have to write fully. So as I told in my previous video during showing your board exam paper, in that I have told you whichever question they have given blank, please do write as it is. That is, if you are writing, fill in the blanks with appropriate verbs or articles. Write that para itself and underline the correct answers. Same like this also you have to write this dialogue. So for example, teacher, you are late to class, Pradeep. No, I need not to write this and all in brackets. They are just saying that the teacher is complaining. So Pradeep says, Madam, you can write up according to you whichever dialogue you want to write. Madam, I am sorry, I missed the bus. The next bus was late. So it should suit whatever sentence you are applying. It should suit to the next sentence. That is, now I know many will be in hurry. Writing of blank is given, I will fill it. But in next line they would have been related to some other thing. So teacher, in that case, you should get up early and come to bus stand soon so that you get a bus. So this is the sentence, or you can write in short also. You have to wake up early, right? Anything which you wish. So Pradeep, sure, yes ma'am, thank you. So leave taking, write bye, thank you. So thank you in formal manner we say thank you, and to our friends or anyone, bye, we say like that. So according to that you have to change everything. So if a teacher or an elder, if you are going to a shop or something, in this dialogue if they are given, you have to write your formal way of writing. That is thank you, sir, madam. So if your friend means we say our greeting as bye. Okay, so like that we write. So this is about your dialogue writing. Dialogue writing is easy only. Any will be knowing. So last is note taking. Note taking is they won't ask you any question about note taking. Note taking is like Now see, many students, right, in their class hours, when ma'am is explaining something or the teacher or sir is explaining something, we just make a note of it. That is the major points, whichever he says, right, we just write down it so that it will be helpful for us when we study for our exams or classes. So they have given you the instruction, that is, students look at the pre-listening questions provided so that they can focus on the relevant details while listening to the text. While teachers read aloud and slowly, students note down the answers. This is to be followed by a discussion in the class. So many will be taking note of it, and if you have a textbook and ma'am is explaining, you just mark it at, oh, these are the important points, this is very important, this question will come for so and so marks. And if you don't know any meaning, ma'am will the teachers will be saying you the meaning and you have to take a note of it. So this is note taking, they won't ask any questions regarding this. So that's it, your workbook grammar is over. And as I told, if you want, you can see this irregular, that is past, present and future tense they have given. So almost everything is over in English, that is both grammar and textbook. So I would like to say all the best for all my viewers for their board exam, not only my viewers but also to every student who are studying their second PUC. I wish all the best for their board exams. So study well, score your best, how much you can, and yes, I would like to say all the best. I won't threaten you by saying you have to do so and so. So all the best to every student who is reading their second PUC. So if you have any doubts regarding this video, or you understood or didn't understand anything, or you have any problem with my teaching, you can just comment in the comment box, which will encourage me to do my further videos. So like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel to get my further new updates. Thank you.